I have been wanting to do this trip for years, and here we are. It's finally happening. We're doing a solo kayaking camping trip along a 8-mile long reservoir in northern Arizona. I'm glad you came along for the ride. Let's get the boat in the water and get this reset going. And we're off. We got about a 3-mile trek through this canyon, and it's beautiful. But first line of business, it's 8:45 in the morning, and I want to get camp. I want to find camp and set up. Then we're going to do some fishing and get some really cool drone shots. It is really hot. It's about 85 degrees out here right now, which is not bad considering at home it's supposed to be 117 today. But that's why I got here early, because I want to get to camp and get off the water before it gets too crazy hot. Let's do this. Well, this looks like it's going to be fun. Check it out. By golly, I think we're gonna do it. That was kind of crazy, but we got through it. So got the CC Crane Reservoir Dam right here, and I believe it goes back around. I looked at my phone a second ago, but using Gaia for my yeah, so it's gonna go to the left, and then yeah, here's the dam, and then we're gonna go right. Woo! Found a little shade spot here. I'm gonna eat a little snack. About halfway, a little past halfway, and then I've got about 5 different spots marked on Gaia to see if we'll look at them all and see which one works best. I have a good feeling about which one I'm going to choose, and there's a kayak spot, camping spot there that has like furniture carved out and stuff like that in the wood. So, but we'll see. I got a couple more along the way. If they're any better, we'll stop there. But that one was pretty good, and the fishing was looking pretty decent there too. Now it's nice in the shade. Check it out. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but somebody built a zip line or a rope jump, whatever you want to call it, right here from one end all the way to the other. And you can see the thing hanging down in the middle. I imagine that's where the wheel is to go down it. That is really cool. This would be a cool place to take the kids back someday. And there's cliff jumping right there. What an awesome spot. Well, we just passed campsite number 1, right up there. But I don't think we're gonna go to that one just because there's not that much shade, so we'll keep on trekking, looking at the other ones. Oh, we're getting close. Just found this nice little shade spot here in a little side pool. I tell you what though, the water's deep. This reservoir gets down to an average of 150 feet deep, and I don't doubt it. And the water level's pretty high right now. You can see behind me where it was like 2 months ago. It's right up there, all the way up there. Another 7 or 8 feet up, so it's gone down, but it's still high. This old kayak has seen better days, man. It is used. All of the bungee straps are dry rotted and broken. I had to duct tape that cover right there because it dry rotted. The one behind me still works, but the cords over there also dry rotted and broke. Okay, we are getting close. Well, we finally made it to camp here and along Blue Ridge Reservoir. 2.5 hours and just about 3 miles of paddling. It took a little longer because I stopped along the way in a couple of those shade pool areas there. But I got here with impeccable timing because as I pull up, there's 2 gentlemen here that are leaving as I'm getting ready to go up. And unfortunately, they said the fishing has not been good, but we'll give it a shot anyway. So I'm going to unpack the boat and start setting up tent. Well, I'm at the campsite. That was too crazy that those 2 guys were literally leaving from their overnight trip here on their paddle boards as I was coming in. It couldn't have worked out better. So either way, even if there'd been somebody here, I got those other few spots marked along the map. But man, I'm glad we got this spot. It's beautiful out, a little warm, but again, sure beats the heat down in the valley. But check out this spot. Gonna set the tent up right over there. Somebody's made some nice camp furniture already here for us. We will not be able to use this. Arizona is in stage 1 fire restrictions right now, so no fires, unfortunately. Good spot though here. You could easily fit 10 people here. So this is the One Tigris Sienna 2-person, solid tent, really good quality, lightweight. For a 2-person, it's 6 pounds. If I was backpacking, I'd choose a different tent. I'd go a 1-person tent at around the 3 or 4 pound range. But because this is a 2-person, the 6 pound weight is acceptable. I could almost scoot this thing to the middle of the tent and have a lot more room. Not almost, I will. That's pretty comfortable. Yeah, that'll work good. It's a nest of bald eagles right there in front of me. You wouldn't be able to see it on the camera. It's a good 100 yards away. But got a line in the water, hoping to catch some dinner. If not, we got Mountain House. Just saw another group of, not a group, a couple kayakers going by, and they said the fishing's been terrible. Just like those two guys that were here when we got here. So definitely not very optimistic about catching anything, but that's okay. Sure beats a day in the office. This is a long reservoir from end to end. It's between 8 and 9 miles, depending on the water level. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. I'm just using some power bait right now, bottom fishing, because it's still about 80 degrees outside. Well, the fishing sucks. Good thing we got Mountain House. Go head back up to camp. If you look behind me here, it's just up this little hill right here, and it's up in those trees right there. So tonight's entree is fettuccine alfredo with chicken by Mountain House. Would have rather had fresh trout, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. Well, I've decided to turn in for the night, and I'm watching Scarface on the iPad. I did bring some luxuries on this trip, and the iPad was one of them. I've never seen this movie, and it was on Amazon Prime to download, so figured what the heck, I'd watch it. Leave in the comments down below what your favorite movie is when you go camping. If like there's a tradition that you have, or what you think is Scarface. It's a pretty good movie so far. I mean, incredible acting by Al Pacino. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Man, I slept amazing. Probably because I was exhausted. No, we're going to do it all again today. It's about 58 degrees outside. I mean, the weather is perfect. I'm literally sleeping in just my underwear and this shirt. No socks, nothing. I don't sleep that good at home sometimes. Oh, it was amazing. Gonna start packing up, make some granola and fruit for breakfast, and we're gonna hit the water. My goal is it's 5:30 now. I'd hoped to already be up, but
and like to be back at the truck by noon. So we got some time to do some fishing while on the boat, but I'd like to get breakfast and get everything packed down to the boat and start making our way slowly back to the ramp. This was a fun trip. I definitely want to do more of this, so it'd be fun to bring somebody along too. So let's get out of here.
Well, we're off. Took about 10 minutes to pack up camp, and it's 7 o'clock right now, a little after 7. If we were to go straight from here to the boat launch, it'd be a little over 2 hours. But I'd like to do some fishing along the way, get the drone up in the air. What a great trip. I'd like to be back to the boat launch by 11, so that gives us about 4 hours, which should be no problem. But I apologize for some of the lack of video on what we were doing up in camp, or what I was doing up at camp and whatnot. I made an error in my packing and forgot extra SD cards, so I'm limited as to what I can film and not. And I got sunscreen in my eyes. It's a disadvantage of that spray sunscreen, is that when you get on your face, your eyes will start burning if you're not careful. The best way to do it is to spray it in your hand and do it that way, but I always am too lazy to do that. But listen, thanks for coming along. The best compliment you can give me is by leaving a thumbs up down below on the video, or commenting down below. But if you really liked the content, go check out some of our other videos and hit that subscribe button. This has been a perfect reset. Just a quick solo overnight, and I needed it. I've had the past couple weeks have been just absolute craziness for me. We've got a lot of things going on, and I'm telling you, this works. And on that note, if you or someone you know is suffering from anything that's racking the mind, any sort of mental illness, such as stress, anxiety, addiction, postpartum, PTSD, anything. First and foremost, it's our job to break the stigma. There's a good chance that someone you know or someone around you is suffering from something racking their mind, and they might be too ashamed or too proud to admit it. And if that's you or someone you know, go out and get the professional help you deserve. But by all means, get outside, explore nature, and explore your dirt road or lake to reset. Thanks for joining.